But no, I'm super interested.
Bring up the fact you did that, and we'll just roll.
Okay, cool.
So
wasting all the good material for the
let's go, baby. Show. Let's go. Oh, I'm hyped. I'm hyped.
All right,
I'm taking this vodka to the
Let's kick this off. And we're back. Episode 63. I am your host, as always, Matt Musselwhite. I am joined, as always, by Bryan Kern. And this week, we have drummer of Sleepwaker, Frankie Mish. What is going on, my man?
Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going?
Not too bad, brother. Not too bad. Matt, first of all, thank you for the proper introduction. And I just want to wish a happy birthday to our boy Blake Shelton today. I believe he turned 43, if I'm not mistaken. Shout out to Blake. His appearances on The Voice. Don't we love Blake Shelton here? Aren't we? Don't you love him? I know. Do
you know him? Do you know him personally or something?
You're like in his entourage, no doubt, Matt. I know you love Blake Shelton.
I love Gwen Stefani, but
that's a train wreck.
Yeah, I was a Team Gavin guy, so don't.
So was I. Yeah, I was Gavin Rosdale all day. Let's go.
I mean, just because he slept with the maid doesn't make him a bad dude, okay? He wrote Glycerin. Have you ever heard Glycerin? That's an amazing song.
Oh,
Jordan
Frankie,
Cupper's in the building.
Are you excited to be on the show? What was your first thought when you were like, I'm going to be on I Hate the Scene?
Oh, absolutely. Dude, I was like, that's a perfect name. That's such a good name.
It is a great name, isn't it?
Yes. Finally, someone gets it.
And I got to say, that intro was sick. I was not expecting that. The video clip and everything, and that was sick.
Oh, man, wait till you subscribe to my OnlyFans. We get way higher in production values on that.
It's just the same video clip, but different edits of it. Different
different
graphics.
Random dicks.
Different transitions.
That's the best part about my OnlyFans. There's tons of dick, but none of them are mine.
And it's not creative. He just takes whatever the program is and goes.
It's all Brian's.
In order.
I just edit them onto me. It's a strange process. Anyways.
Oh, shit.
Today's Friday. That's the day all new music drops. I was telling someone this the other day, and it made me feel really fucking old at age 33. Do you guys remember when new music came out on Tuesdays?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
That's what we did for our most recent thing. We did a Tuesday drop.
Ooh, old school.
But no, I wasn't old enough.
Oh my god.
How old are you?
Yeah, how old are you, bro?
I'm 23.
All right, fair.
Oh yeah. I mean, you were like 7. Like
you were you were probably getting the albums, but
music.
Probably not paying attention that it was on a Tuesday.
Yeah, my dad was getting it for me at that point. Yeah,
that was it. We would get the music middle of school week, so you had hopefully you had a CD in your fucking CD player in your backpack the day after it came out. I remember vividly. I had Limp Bizkit's Results May Vary. They're like long-awaited album that came fucking way at the tail, way out.
Oh, and that album sucked.
Bumped that through math class. I bumped it through, and I just remember it was any chance I could to throw the headset on and like lay down or hide the fact that I was listening to music and that fucking album was playing. You goddamn right it was.
Oh, dude, I'm so good at hiding that I was listening to music in class. Like that was
yeah.
Two things you learned to do in high school.
Back.
Yeah.
You maybe talking, you take one out, and you maybe sit there and like you listen, or you fucking head down, whatever.
Yeah.
Hey, you're looking and you're like nodding.
I had like the cable go up my hand, and I just like would like tape it. I just do that.
I went to class with your kind. I've seen people do that before for sure. The two things that I learned in high school, like besides anything else, like I don't know geography, I don't know civics class, thanks Mr. Frugier, but I did learn what you guys were talking about, how to hide your music. Also, this is going to age me, how to get away with playing Shockwave games in computer class. Shockwave.com was like where you could go and play all these games that are made in like Flash, Java, Shockwave crap. That was the place to be. And then like, I don't know, by the time you were in high school, it probably went away and you guys could just bring in a fucking PSP to class.
Dude, we had flash drives with the EXE for Halo Combat Evolved.
Oh my god.
We do LAN parties, all of us just in the computer lab, like 30 computers. The teacher would be sitting up in the front, couldn't see the screens. We'd just all be playing Halo.
Oh
and then
my god.
You just tab away as soon as she walks over.
Brian, we fucking played Collapse. colored squares, and you just keep you just sat there clicking it nonstop because eventually you'll click the bunch of squares that you need to make like blow up. That's what we did. You're fucking playing Halo LAN parties. Oh my God.
We had a generic style Halo. It was on PC, and we played it in Mr. Clark's class. And that was the class where it was like me, Nick, Nixon, Clay.
Our audience totally knows all those guys.
It was what did we do? We bring them up. We bring them up, I think, a fair amount of time. Anyways, the boys and I were back in this science class, and we played this Halo knockoff that was like a red team, blue team, and you ran around with guns. And our teacher literally didn't give a fuck and knew that we were playing this. But I remember doing that. But that was, clicky that was when computer graphics were like 64-bit. They were real rough and jagged.
You're like playing like Final Fantasy 7 level characters.
Yeah. The first fucking, what's it called? Oh my God, how can I forget Metal Gear Solid, dude? That where it was all like pixelated, fucking pixelated, and like you couldn't tell if it was a box in the snow or like the rear end of a fucking truck. You couldn't tell what the fuck it was until you could like either pick it up or interact with it. The graphics were horrid. God, Matt, we are old, man. What the fuck?
Man, I hate being old. Oh, Brian, look. Hey, Brian, it's me, Mr. Clark. I heard you talking about me. I had no idea.
Oh my God,
he was
Mr.
a listener
Clark,
of the show. Wow. That's crazy.
Mr. Man.
Yeah.
If,
Good times, high school. Class of 05's the best class. There was a ton of new music that dropped today, but it seems that all of Twitter has been talking about the new Lorna Shore single. Have you guys heard this shit?
Yeah. I believe it dropped sometime later or like last week, earlier last week. And when it came out, I was like, all right. I knew first one with the new vocalist too, so I was excited for it.
Yeah, people are in love with that guy.
Ah, man. I described it to you where I felt like it was what you probably hear in hell constantly. Like that's just what you're listening to. It was ridiculous.
There's one part of the song where, during the breakdown where it all stops and he's not screaming words and he just sounds like a dinosaur, like,
he's a pig. It sounds like a pig.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
That guy's voice can do some incredible things. Yeah. My mom doesn't agree, but oh my God, that guy's wild.
Oh, absolutely.
You're into nasty ass music like that?
I'm actually more on like the shoegaze, like
what
poppy, calm kind of stuff. Yeah.
Oh,
I'm not. I like. I've got my classic like Kublai Khan. I fuck with hard.
Dang, their tour they just announced.
Yeah, dude.
Damn, son.
Like Fit for an Autopsy, I love. But honestly, like those are probably the two heaviest bands I keep up with right now.
Wow.
Otherwise, I kind of try and like take a back seat. Honestly, I think I kind of feel like my excuse is I'm like I don't want to get too caught up in what's happening right now, and I just want to kind of sit back and like come up with things that are a little different, taking from different genres, that kind of deal. Otherwise, dude, I love heavy music. Spirit Box is insane.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I'm like,
I mean, Heavy No More, maybe they're just becoming this epic clash of music now. I mean, they're ridiculous. Fuck, for how heavy you guys are, that's surprising. I mean, you guys are chug-a-lug, man.
You
guys
said shoegaze.
Yeah.
So I've seen a bunch of people online classify bands with the wrong genre, and I'm always that dickhead that's like, actually, they're post-hardcore, they're not metalcore anymore. And shoegaze is a weird genre to me. That's like a weird genre to put bands in. I think if you're like a fan of shoegaze, you probably can like put your finger on it real easily. But when kids are saying bands like Dance Gavin Dance or shoegaze, I don't think that's accurate.
No. It's like I'm talking like Citizen, Turnover, movements. Like I mean, they're more like pop punk kind of deal, but emo. But that kind of stuff, like that classic, like softer kind of sound, like that's usually what I'm into. Like the more vibey, like melancholic. Holy Fawn is one that I've been stupid into lately. Are
you like a super emo kid at heart?
No, I mean like not really, but I just like that kind of music. Would you consider
like Me Without You to be like shoegaze? Did you ever listen to Me Without You?
Yeah, I listened to them a little bit. I honestly haven't listened to them in a while, so I'd have to I'd have to listen again to give a definite.
Do you just want
I'm not the authority on it, but
the rest of this podcast could just be like, is this band shoegaze? We
can yeah.
You want to play that game?
Are you a Saves the Day fan?
Save the Day? No, I haven't really listened to them. I'll have to listen.
No, shoegaze. Fuck, man. I feel like we're on. Okay. I feel like I feel like they fall in that realm if I'm understanding shoegaze correctly.
I stare at a lot of things, but not so much my shoes.
No, but I do fuck with some heavy bands too. Like I'm definitely into it for sure.
I mean, the segment of who we were going to talk about maybe heavier. I don't know if it's going to fit anymore, but I still say,
oh, dude, no, go for it,
bring it up.
So with the new Lorna Shore song, I immediately had to stack it up against Brand of Sacrifice because they dropped an album earlier this year. We brought them on the show, and I thought that was the heaviest album of the year. Now. I stacked those two up and I don't know who to say, like, who's heavier, not who's a better band or who's more talented or more successful, just like who's making that heavier sound on the album. I think that's kind of a fun discussion to have. Brian had a third band he wanted to throw in the mix that I think is a valid point.
Slaughter to Prevail, especially, and I mean, it's funny that we kind of kicked off the conversation of Lorna Shore with the vocalist. I mean, at least I went that way. Yeah, and like it's the vocalist for Slaughter to Prevail kind of has that same aura. Like everyone wants him to do vocal covers. Everybody wants to hear him scream through the Mudvayne covers, and with the mask on. He's known for belching that fucking Demolisher fucking vocal when he does it live with no microphone. He fucking devours the entire crowd with his voice.
Alex Terrible, I think he's
just so powerful, and he's big and he's yoked. He's such a powerful force. So I think at least from the vocal level, and then we have this new gentleman from Lorna Shore who's bringing in this. That was a boar, man. That's
his name is Will. Right?
Running through the fucking woods, fucking hunting baby animals. Like that's a boar that's fucking getting ready to chomp on a fucking probably baby boar because they did cannibalistic shit like that. You know what I'm saying?
You said it's the sounds of hell, and I think that's accurate. I also think some of the noises that noises that he makes are for sure the sounds that come from the bathroom of Jim Boy's Tacos.
Oh my god, I know. I mean, they have this weird like metal technicality to them where it's not like you take Brand of Sacrifice, and Brand of Sacrifice I think is just chaos, nonstop chaos. Where with Lorna Shore, you get this almost soloing riffs throughout the songs. You get this really strong like lead scale usage, but it's like it's like a orchestrated chaos. It's very like put together, and it sounds like this. I mean, there's parts where it's silence and there's just this triple fucking kick drum going bananas, right? But then you have this like very eloquent guitar built in throughout like the verse structure of the song, and it's really
like I'm gonna punch you in the face, but I'm gonna do it nicely.
And I'm gonna do it at like the ball. I'm gonna just fuck you up. I'm gonna fuck you up at the formal. It's gonna be the formal.
I'm gonna whoop your ass at Cheesecake Factory around 11 p.m. Formal lighting.
Right after you order dessert.
Right after. It. Oh, you're getting an espresso? That's cool. I could wait.
No, you're not.
Shouts out to Worship and Tribute Nerds. Definitely do not rate, review, or subscribe to their shitty YouTube channel.
Definitely do.
Don't listen to the podcast that I'm on. On that one.
Definitely don't listen to the Sleepwaker episode.
Listen to that episode immediately after listening to the entirety of this episode. Don't
let me guess. You guys played Diddy Kong Country together?
We actually didn't play anything together yet. I'll have to come back and do that.
Oh wow! What's up with that, Rickshaw?
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Now that I know you do that, like, come on.
That's
I gotta get an invite.
Wow, Rickshaw must not be a Sleepwaker fan. I'm calling him out right now, bro.
Damn, dude.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. I already listened to the album one full time. How many times Rickshaw listens to it?
Unnecessary.
Start the beef. When I listen to I Wrestled a Bear Once, I don't even care about the.
All right. Anyways, so.
No, big shouts to him. I fucking love Rickshaw. He's a good dude.
Shout out to Rickshaw. Matt,
I still don't care about the bass.
Okay, well, anyways. Yeah, anybody listening to this around 45 minutes in can just head on over to the Worship and Tribute Nerds channel.
No, we're not done.
Yeah. So, anyways, for the heavy metal, or the not even heavy metal, but just the heaviness of the metal genre right now, you have those three kings, and I think that they're sitting mighty fine atop of the mountain there. But I just, the Lorna Shore album is something that I think a lot of the fans are looking forward to. Are we gonna get this weird? Are we gonna get this weird like clash of? Are they going to tour together? Are we going to get this weird versus battle between these three where it's just like, no, I don't think Slaughter to Prevail is like I feel like that's where we're going to get lost in this. That's where it's going to get muddy. Is
you know what would make it even better is if they didn't get along and they all beef with each other.
Well, Slaughter to Prevail is like Russian, right? I mean, they'd probably
dude,
gangsters.
Our whole country doesn't get along with Russia. So
they're probably gangsters, bro. They probably fuck some shit up.
Yeah, I'm probably afraid of them.
Didn't you like wrestle a bear or something? Or?
Yeah, some shit, dude. He probably did.
They hire bears for police officers over there, man. It's like totally backwards. In Soviet Russia, car drive you. Good times. This episode is definitely not brought to you by traveling to Russia.
But yeah, I think those bands they're at least like they all have like a different kind of signature sound to them. Like I think there's enough there that it's like if you were to go to a show, there's some like differences between each one, and like I could kind of tell which one's which. Yeah. Otherwise, if it was just like straight up like who's the heaviest, then that's probably where you'd get into like the rivalry. But
yeah, I mean, more time than there's going to be a couple times with each band where there's going to be that moment of the show where the like everybody stops. It's going to be in the middle of a breakdown. Everybody stops, and it's just the kick drum, right? Like we were talking about a second ago. And then the lights just go onto the pit, and it's just kids like,
It's just blood.
Multiple times with each band that's going to happen. And I think that's where it's just like, okay, we're now going into like the combat world of metal fans because we're about to get the three most brutal bands potentially on the show that are just like wrecking shop.
Is this going to be like a situation of like this town's too big enough for the rest of you? Like, is there room in that for everyone? Yeah, like
big enough for the both of us. Nah,
I think at some point like the stupid heavy like crazy insane metal stuff. I think Brand of Sacrifice is the one that's kind of Brand of Sacrifice and Fit for an Autopsy, like we were talking about before. I think those guys are the two that are kind of like spearheading uniqueness in that genre. I mean, I don't want to ruffle feathers because obviously like
that's what we're for.
Yeah, I'm out there to hang with these dudes and play shows because I'd fucking love that. But I think there is definitely a limit to how far you can take some of these sounds. Like, there's only so many chuggy, heavy, fast blast beat breakdown type stuff you can do.
There's only so many albums you can make of that.
Yeah. There's like, dude, I'm not getting tired of that sound, like overall. But I think like eventually there's going to be something, and you kind of have to like push yourself in that way. Like the thing that I liked about the last Lorna Shore album was like they had that cool kind of it was like that, I don't know the best way to describe it, but almost like that westerny kind of feel, but like Victorian old, like
where there's
really
like
melodic
gothic chimes.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay, their new song had that, right? And Brand of Sacrifice, or no, Slaughter to Prevail adds that a little bit, right? And they do so in like a weird, like doomish way. To your point, though, I think you're right as far as the uniqueness, and I think we're kind of seeing that because you do have the guy from Slaughter to Prevail. A part of the gimmick now is to want to go and see them live because he yells without a microphone over the crowd, and it's powerful, right? Yeah. And that's his touch. With the Lorna Shore gentleman, that's something unique. That's almost like a what was the ones we were discussing early on in the show, Matt? They're not blaz. They're what were some of the other stupid call outs?
No, there was some barks.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
like
What is that?
Barf
wheels.
Arf, straight from the path. I think through a couple arfs out there.
Yeah,
That was dumb.
that kind of deal.
But this dying boar, this devil demon that he's doing as he's like hulking up, and each one is like more powerful, and then he just lets one rip. I want to see that live. Are we? These aren't inhales. What is this? This is fucking devil shit. This is, you know. And I think that is the touch, because you're right. There's only so many blast beat rhythms. There's only so many patterns of a blast beat breakdown we're gonna get. Right.
Yeah.
There's only so many fucking.
Dude, I'm a drummer.
Chord picking. You know,
if I'm going to see, if Lorna Shore is playing, I'm going to go see them, because fucking holy Jesus, dude. Austin is insane. He is insane at drums. Like I'm gonna watch that every time I get the chance. But like, but yeah, it's definitely something I think the new Brand of Sacrifice album kind of like, or just Brand of Sacrifice in general, they're kind of like shaking up that formula a little bit for me.
Yeah, they are. And they're, you know, that you kind of have to be unique in those weird ways with these types of bands. And I think that's where they're shining is, you know, not anybody can oink oink into a fucking microphone and intrigue me. But you know what, sir? Your oinks are getting me. Your oinks are fucking getting me. And I like it a lot.
Oinking. The other bit of news I had on my docket was everyone's favorite canceled metalcore or new metal band, Trapped, decided to get out in front of the arguments for Pride Month and post a Pride logo. I don't know why, when they spent all year being super hateful and racist and bigoted. This caused a lot of controversy. People were super pissed off to see it. I can't believe they did it. They kicked out their vocalist, but they're still doing stupid shit. Like, I don't know, like, I don't know who this was supposed to fool.
I would just say props to that. If it is genuine, props to them. Like, I don't want to kick them when they're trying to do something good. But I'm on your side. Like,
if you know what, if you read the post that was with it, there's no way you'd say like I need to find that.
Okay.
Because the post was just saying like we did some stupid stuff before, but you know we're trying to make good. So like we're
sorry, guys.
It basically it was like forgive us, even though we didn't say those things.
Yeah.
Oh,
it's like you can't, or they're apologizing, but they're not. Yeah.
That's pretty rough. I don't know about that one.
This apology came after they exited stage left of the fucking county fair that they were playing at. And I think that it came at a good time because they needed to do something to stay relevant again in the world that's ready to fucking bury him. Although I'm a little burnt, as I know Matt is, that we didn't get our I Hate the Scene Pride logo. You know, we wanted one. We worked really hard for it. We've definitely taken our stances.
I didn't want to pander. I didn't want to
allies in the communities for sure, 100%. But you know, we had our graphic design guy. He had a kid, and when you have a kid, it goes to shit. He didn't show up one day. Matt fired him. I told him, Matt, we got to give him a chance. You know, one day. It's not a big. And Matt said, no.
Told him want a Pride logo. Want it now. He said, I got a kid. I said, well, you're not gay. Get out of here.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. It's not discrimination. It's actually very inclusive that I did that.
We need gays in the
that's exactly what it is.
Okay. All right. Well, okay.
I think Trap's super disingenuous. I think there's always a meme floating around this time of year for Pride Month of all the companies that are disingenuous with Pride 100%.
logos. 100%. I was just talking to a friend about that. About like, do these companies like really think people are looking at this like, oh yeah, like I genuinely believe that this company cares about this. Like, dude, just go to their like you know how companies have like different accounts for different areas. Like they've got like the United States, they've got the Canadian.
The best Australia account has a Pride one, and then the one from Norway has one.
Yeah, and then dude, you just look around at the different ones, and if any of them don't, it's like, oh, dude, you're picking and choosing your markets. You're like, oh, I'm not going to say any specific ones or anything like that, but like you look around and you know that in certain places they're going to say like, yeah, we support this, and then other places where it's going to hurt their bottom line, they're going to be like, let's not post anything about it. It's like, dude, like that's not genuine. Like if you were genuine about it, you'd actually care in all forms. Like
straight up. And I don't want to call out any companies for being disingenuous, Chick-fil-A, but it's you need to get in front of these things, and donating to homophobic causes is not the best way to make delicious chicken.
Dude, I'm just gonna say I've had so the company I work.
Sir.
No, the company I work for.
Allow me to warn you before you tread into this conversation.
The company I work for.
You watch what you say, right? Okay.
Yeah. No, but we got catering from Chick-fil-A, and I was like, all right, you know what? I'll try it, and I was like, dude, this isn't very good. Like, it's okay chicken. Like, it's not like something I'd wait hours in line for, because we have 2 in Grand Rapids.
And you have to get the spicy Christian sandwich.
I mean,
the what?
The spicy Christian sandwich. You'd be surprised at how quick they are. They're actually very diligent and very fast in the line. They are very, very quick. So you might be surprised, but yeah, and they're way overpriced. Listen, Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, you'd be surprised how quick you could operate when you don't give any respect to gay people.
Your petty 2 million that you want to donate as a sign of good faith, yet the gajillion of amounts of money that you want to donate to some anti-abortion laws are really,
they were donating to some cause that was like still backed conversion therapy.
Oh yeah, I heard it. Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yep.
It's like you can't do that and then try to shove your new lemon kale super crunch salad down my throat. Like,
there goes our sponsorship. Holy shit! Fuck.
Yeah, no one's
we so close.
We don't need that because we got that new sponsorship from DeWalt. My daddy got a new job.
Drill. What's up?
Big shouts to Johnny Hex. He just must have woke up. What's up? What's everyone's favorite type of cookie?
Oh, dude,
it's called the kitchen sink. It's got white chocolate, regular chocolate chips, pretzels. I think that there's an almond in there or some kind of nut, but it's basically a cookie that has an almond in there. It's called the kitchen sink. You can get it at like Whole Foods, Central Market. It's fucking dope.
Dude, peanut butter cookies I love peanut butter cookies.
Do you like crunchy or soft peanut butter cookies?
I honestly don't really mind either.
Have you had?
I could go for either.
I wanted a specific answer.
Matt,
if I had to choose, I'd choose like, well, okay, so what do you mean by crunchy? Because there's the ones that have like the little like soft like peanut butter squares in them. And then there's the ones that have the actual peanuts, and then there's the ones that have the both. Like,
but then there's like the whole consistency of the cookie being
because you can't
soft and chewy.
If you get the peanut butter cookies from Girl Scouts, the peanut butter cookies from Girl Scouts are like peanut sandwiches. And so they've got the fucking 2 cookies and they're like this really dope fancy cookie. And then they've got like this peanut butter in the middle and they're fucking great. So yeah, you gotta be specific.
Actually, I don't allow the Girl Scouts on my block because we don't support big organizations. So get the fuck out of here, girls. Johnny Hex asks, are you going?
Are you sure it's not a court ordered kind of thing?
Yeah, in accordance with Megan's. You know what? Never mind. Are you guys going to any WWE or AEW events? You know what?
AEW is coming to town, baby. AEW is coming to town.
I'm not going because WWE's been putting on a shitty show for the past like 17 Mondays in a row. So I don't want to pay any money for that, but I'll definitely go see the smaller companies because it's a better show for less money and you're up close. We are Brian. What do you got on the news docket? Let's do some smash or pass.
I got a little bit of this is a smash or pass, but I got to say we have to kind of cover it just so I can segue into the next topic. But
all right,
Megadeth, after their bassist was removed from the band because of grooming allegations from earlier this year, has decided to replace all of the bass lines that were already recorded for the album. And just redo them all.
That's hard.
Nope, fuck it. It's not the entire album was pretty much done. I think there was like some mixing and mastering.
That's what I'm going to do with this podcast when I fire you.
And they said, fuck it. The smash or pass that I ask here isn't so much the topic that we're covering, but more so
Dave Mustaine himself.
Does anybody give a fuck about Megadeth? Are we really still like, I mean, are they still part of the big 4? Is it still Megadeth, Metallica, Anthrax, and like what's the other one?
Slayer? Is it Slayer?
Slayer, yeah, probably Slayer.
Train.
Yeah. Train. Okay.
Yo, I'm going to see Anthrax, Metallica, Slayer, and Train. You want to go?
So is that a pass?
Jupiter in my fucking hair. Yeah.
Is that a pass on?
Yeah,
on...
I hate train pass.
Okay, well, I was more so talking about Megadeth, so nobody cares. All right. Anyways, Megadeth is one of 350 bands announced for the 2022 Hellfest that is slated to take place
in hell. Is it in hell? Tell me,
if you consider Clisson, France to be hell, then you're right, sir. It is in hell. It'll be held June 17th through 26th in Clisson, France. 350 bands. Headliners include Metallica, Guns N' Roses, Nine Inch Nails, Deftones, Avenged Sevenfold, Judas Priest. Listen, dude. Okay,
I've heard of some of those bands.
That's like 8 days. That's Friday to the following Sunday. And there's Hatebreed, Suicide Silence, Madball, Lionheart, Terror, I Hate God, Carcass, Napalm Death, Merciful Faith.
Is Sleepwaker playing?
Metallica, Bring Me the Horizon, Il Nino, our boys Il Nino, Spirit Box is playing. We've got Betraying the Martyrs, Flesh God Apocalypse is playing, My Dying Bride. We have fucking... All right, some are getting kind of weird. Touche Amore, that's a weird one. Touche Amore's playing it. I'm trying to see if all the bands you just mentioned, Guns N' Roses is playing.
GNR.
Miles Kennedy is playing.
What? I thought he was dead.
Miles Kennedy. Man, there's just too many bands. Bad Religion, Goldfinger, Melancholy. There's an entire punk day. I mean, this is a fucking crazy festival. Nine Inch Nails, Skinny Puppy, fucking Alice Cooper, Megadeth. Go fucking... Of Mice and Men got on the fucking bill. Of Mice and Men got on the bill. Rise Against, Dragged Under, Scorpion. Fucking no, not Scorpion. Scorpions. I don't know who they are. Whitesnake is playing though. Whitesnake's fucking playing. God damn, this is fucking crazy.
Yeah,
Devin Townsend.
That's a crazy lineup.
While She Sleeps, D's Nuts. D's Nuts made the fucking lineup.
You know what? No, this is in France.
Yes, dude, Warzone, check this out. The Warzone stage on like fucking of Thursday is playing Walls of Jericho, While She Sleeps, D's Nuts, Counterparts, Jesus Piece, Moscow Death Brigade. And Landmarks. What the fuck is this? And then Judas Priest headlines another stage the same day. Avenged Sevenfold and Korn.
Does France like not get shows because they're just giving them like everything in one weekend?
It's 8 days. They're giving them everybody.
They're gonna kill the town in one weekend. They're gonna be like, oh my god, I am so burnt out. Wee.
Hey, another band that might be on that heavy that heavy border that we were talking about earlier. Heaven Shall Burn. They're playing.
Yeah, they're
I don't
cool.
think I've heard of them.
Heaven Shall Burn is fucking decently deep.
They're cool. They're like whatever. I don't know if I put them on that super heavy list.
Hellfest 2022 and other odd marriages of events. Odd marriage of events. Sorry about that. Code Orange apparently is working with Smashing Pumpkins frontman Billy Corgan on a collab.
Yeah,
Smash.
Yeah. No? Yeah, you would. Yeah, you would do it. Yeah,
I love Billy Corgan.
Yeah,
he fronted the Pumpkins and he owns the NWA. I fucking love Billy Corgan.
Yeah, and he made several appearances in ECW back in the day. Frankie, gotta ask if there was like some dream new metal band or like some fantasy band that you guys could collab with, or maybe you personally would collab with. Who would it be? Who would you pick?
Absolutely.
Deftones is also playing Hellfest 2022.
Yeah.
You were wondering. Okay.
Yeah, I would be there for Deftones alone.
Yeah. We are Deftones fans here. Matt
I love me some Deftones. I once shit in the same toilet that Chino Moreno had just used. Yeah, I'm still proud of that.
Oh, that's an accomplishment, man.
Dude, it was amazing. His poop smells like everyone else's. He's just like a regular guy, dude. It's amazing.
You mean it's not roses or?
No, was that the lyrics in the song? Because I couldn't understand most of Gore.
Oh no.
Yeah, no, I love the Deftones.
Oh, yeah.
What else do we have on the docket?
I do have some updated Kanye West news for us. Our boy Kanye. We like every week we try to cover two major important topics. That is Kanye West and 6ix9ine. Are you a fan of either of those gentlemen, Frankie?
Not Kanye, but I used to. Or no, actually no. Sorry, I thought you said Tech 9. Nope, neither.
Oh, yo, we do fuck with Tech 9.
But you fuck with Tech 9? You fuck with Tech 9?
Dude, I was a huge System of a Down fan when I was younger. So Tech 9, System of a Down collab, like.
Oh, okay, you're showing something.
Oh yeah, he's pointing. There you go.
Yeah,
the absolute power.
Me and
Yeah, it
Matt
was a
went
long
and
time
saw.
ago.
Me and Matt went and saw Tech Nine at a show at the Key Club in Hollywood in like 2007. Shit
It didn't get thrown out like the other one.
Shit was dope. So okay, so the Kanye news. Here we go. All hail Jesus. Jeffree Star actually has spoken out.
Son of a bitch.
Has spoken out about the affair rumors between Miss Star and Kanye. And she said that she thought it was hilarious. She tries her best to stay out of social media, and believes that that's a better practice. She wants to start accepting a little bit more in her life. So she stays off of her phone, according to her, in the early mornings, and came across it after a couple days of posting. And it was the tweet that she had said where she was hooking up in Ohio or whatever and was looking forward to seeing Kanye. And then that lady, like same day, put up the fucking TikTok video of linking this affair that allegedly Kanye West and Jeffree Star are having.
That didn't happen.
And Jeffree Star said that she thought it was funny, and they have occasionally met, but no time.
Because there's footage
and dispelled
of
all
Jeffree
rumors.
Leaving the Wyoming ranch that Kanye owns, but they know each other. They're in the fashion world together, but
yeah.
No, I mean, dude, I think Kanye is the type of dude, if he was down with, like, if he was gay, I think he would have already, like, said that shit. It just seems like the type of guy.
We know that he's hooking up with Italian supermodel homegirl that we talked about last week.
Yeah, that has a complicated name, Irina Shayk.
Yes.
She's got to be hot if her name's complicated. That's all I'm saying.
Is that wrong? Can we stereotype by name? We can if it's
I guess that's
right? No, we can get away with that.
It's probably a 60-40. It's probably, because I mean they're from like Eastern Europe if they got a complicated name, and most of those are pretty hot, right?
Yeah, we'll go with that. Yeah. I got some interesting.
Russian.
I got an interesting tweet today. Atreyu should have kept that death grip on yesterday because their new album sucks. And then someone followed it up. I saw them live and they fucking suck. Brian, do they suck now or something?
I had this on my news points and we discussed it. This is their first album since their debut that they didn't make the top 200 on Billboard. Wow. And I think, now correct me if I'm wrong.
Fork in them. They're done.
Is this a little bit of show of power of the scene? Is it because, listen, Atreyu we talk about levels here constantly and what bands hit certain levels. Atreyu is a band that you can throw them on a festival, but nothing too crazy that they're headlining, right? They're very much a scene band that has transcended a little bit into the main pop culture realm, right?
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
A heavy amount of their fan base still relies here in the scene on the screaming fans, the fans of Alex, the fans of Old Atreyu, the fans of Death Grip on Yesterday, their best release to date. Lead Sails, Paper Anchor, we don't know if we like it. And then you come out with this album after the fact, after a hiatus that was heavy and brutal and people loved it. It charted after you took nearly 8-9 years off. And then you come back and you release another like lackluster album that still the mediocre metalcore screamo, the fans that like that mediocre sound, they're gonna buy into it because they're Atreyu fans.
Are there fans that are just fans of mediocre sound? Dude, I love mediocre.
There's Five Finger Death Punch fans, so of course. Now listen. When you get rid,
that's a great point.
I know. When you get rid of a integral part of the band and someone that really laid a foundation for the screaming, clean singing clash that you got out of metalcore. When you get rid of him and it's sloppy and it's messy, and then you release a steaming pile of shit like you did with their most recent album, of course you're going to have fall off. I think this shows that the scene propelled Atreyu to the level that they got. The fans, the scene, the little scene fans over here that like the screaming shit. We propelled the band to this level that was attainable by the masses and the main pop culture. And then we fucking took it back because they fucking gave us a stinker. I think that's what this shows. And I will put a fork in it. And I think that is my case. I think that we have power here. And this is the example of the power our scene has.
It's real simple.
Yeah.
If you make good music, like it goes further. Like, you don't have to equate everything to streams and sales in that sense. Like there's different levels to this shit. There's different levels of being an artist. But if you're the type of band that you put all like for instance, DMX, God rest his soul, he had a 5-album run where every single one was multi-platinum and had charted really high on Billboard. And then he releases one like in the heart of his addiction, and it doesn't chart. It's the same thing. It's like, okay, obviously this album isn't as good because you used to bring in us a certain quality, and now we're not getting it. And I mean, Atreyu to me fell off a while ago. I don't hear people talk about them. I don't hear people. They're that band that years ago graduated from the scene into trying to be like an arena metal band and play big arena tours. And the scene kids got over the shit because they didn't like the new material, and the other crowd that goes to those arena tours wasn't ever listening to them in the scene. And I don't think it crossed over well, man. I think they were out on an island, like trying to do that shit. They signed to the same label as Miley Cyrus, did Lead Sales Paper Anchors. I thought that shit was terrible. I randomly meet people who tell me that was a good album, but I don't know. There's also people out there who like Black Licorice, so who knows? Bitter Rose joined real quick. I'm on a date, so I'll watch later. Just checking in to say I love you and I love Sleepwaker. Also, kind of drunk. Date is going well. Love you. Bye. Kind of drunk. Date is going well. Brian, what's she about to do?
I mean, bound chicka wawa. If we've ever bound chicka wawa, do you know what I'm saying?
I'm not going to say anything like that, but I'm pretty sure she's going to go to a Burger King parking lot.
I was going to say she's going to be in a BK parking lot. You know.
That's only specific. That's only specific to her. Yeah, just Bitter Rose. But yo, poor guy. He's probably having the time of his life on top of the world. He's probably going to date her for a week, and she's going to break his heart, just like the last one. Oh, it's a damn shame.
I think this shows the loyalty to two things: Bitter Rose's fandom to our show, and the fact that she's
Sleepwaker. Yep. She said Waker, not Walker. That's how you know they mean it.
Oh yeah, that's how you know for sure. Yeah, we didn't take the L on that one.
Literally.
No, okay. We have a thing.
That's your joke. That's your go-to joke.
Yeah. we have a thing when we pull up to a marquee at a venue or something, and they've got like Sleepwalker Tonight or something like that, or like the band names, and they've got the L on it. We and you can like reach the marquee. We have like videos and stuff where we like jump up and grab the L off the marquee and like try and get it down as best we can. Yeah. It's something in the back. We've never posted about it or anything like that, but like, yeah, we call it taking the L.
Oh my god,
that's great. That's great. That's great, man. Hell yeah. And it makes sense because you are literally taking a
yeah,
L.
absolutely.
Wow.
Well, that's the best way to kick off the interview portion of this podcast. So let's let everybody know that Sleepwaker, not Sleepwalker, Sleepwaker has a new album called Alias. It's not out right now. It's not out on this Friday. It's going to be on a couple Fridays. July 23rd, the album will be available everywhere. I've already got the advanced stream. It's fucking lit. It's fast, it's bouncy. I think there's only like 3 or 4 times it actually lets you up to breathe. Otherwise, you're going at it nonstop. What does Alias mean? Like, why is that the album title?
All life is a sound. Yeah. Although technically, it was the name was Alias because we were like the whole album was about identity and like what it means to be alive, what it means to be human. Like a very existential album. And then we were like, okay, like let's add some meaning to this. So we dissected it and we're like, okay, what does each letter mean? Like, what if we made it an acronym? So
that's actually way cooler than just calling the album acronym. So props on that one. Get that out. What is your alias? Do you have an alias?
Yeah, that's me. It's the drummer for the band Sleepwaker. Alias.
That's your alias. Okay.
Yeah. It's Sleepwaker is our alias. Technically, we're releasing music through this alias.
Multiple points, intersecting points here. I like it.
Yeah. This is all going to connect at the end.
It shows that you guys are putting some thought into this. You know, hey man, we interview a lot of bands, and we get a lot of like, well, you know, it doesn't really mean anything, but it can kind of mean whatever you want it to.
Which is like, cool. We looked at the dictionary. Yeah.
It's on LSD out in the sand, bro. I need to just write this down.
Yeah, man. No, I like learning that Brown Eyed Girl is about butt stuff. I like knowing the juicy details to the songs
Brown Eyed Girls
and
about butt
to
stuff?
the
I
tracks.
didn't know Brown Eyed
I
Girls
love
about
getting
butt
the
stuff.
deets. I love it.
You're definitely right there, though. This album is creative. It's caked in science fiction. Are you guys like big sci-fi nerds?
I mean, at least I am. The guys hadn't seen Blade Runner until we started recording this album.
The original?
Well, some of them had seen it, but like the original one. But some of them hadn't seen 2049, and some of them hadn't seen the original. So we had to have a movie night. But yeah, I'm a huge sci-fi anime nerd.
Drop it. What anime do you like? What anime?
I actually just finished Psycho-Pass.
Okay,
but,
I don't know what that means.
Oh, it's a pretty it's actually, they reference Philip K. Dick, the guy that wrote Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep, the book that inspired Blade Runner. They reference him in the anime like a lot, and I mean, I don't want to launch into this whole like what this anime is, I guess, but it's a very like dystopian Blade Runner kind of style thing, like 1984 kind of deal.
Nice. Dystopian.
And, yeah.
Okay, cool.
But that I fucking love Ghost in the Shell. The aesthetics and everything about it, like.
Isn't dystopian those drinks from the vending machines in the 90s that went away?
Okay.
So I got through the whole album today. I really dig it. I was trying to figure out, like, I think I know what my top 3 songs are on the album. Do you have your favorite songs off this record?
I mean, it's pretty hard for me to pick, I think.
You kind of made them, so it's a little different.
Yeah. I really like Synthetic Veins.
That might be the heaviest.
Really? You think that one's the heaviest?
I mean, in the sense of emotional, it kind of lets out at the end.
Okay.
There's definitely some that are more bouncy, but that one, that
one's got the biggest tuning shift in all the that last little bit there. But I think Alias and Skin might be. It's probably Synthetic Veins, Alias. No, Alias and Distance for sure. Distance has got to be.
Okay, you didn't pick either of the two I had picked out. So,
oh really?
I want to ask, what does the song Serenity mean?
Yeah, so that one is actually it's more about just finding your like in like a dystopian kind of like world, in like a it was kind of written to mirror, I guess, the election cycle we were going through when we were doing all that, because we wrote lyrics like over the course of a year, basically. So that song was one of the last ones we did, and we were like, okay, let's kind of do something that's like a dystopian, from the point of view of a dystopian like world, and that's kind of, it's finding peace in like a bad situation. It's like I guess in like Ready Player One, the world is like all disgusting, gross, bad, and then they've got the VR sets and everything, and then the world turns. Yeah, that's Serenity.
Yeah, pretty literal definition of Serenity. I dig that.
Yeah.
I have to know. Wait, if it's okay for me to dive in. You talked about your lyric writing process over the last year. What was the last, like, take us through the pandemic as far as a writing standpoint went, right? I mean, because that's, I'm sure, when you guys did most of your writing. Your last one being in 2018. Walk us through, just how that formulated and came about and difficulties there. Because
2020, I mean, I honestly, I think I've been saying this a lot, but I think the pandemic was actually really great for us. Like,
it
was pretty awesome. We got to pause on all the tours we had coming up, because it was going to be kind of stressful touring. We had a pretty packed schedule, so we were going to be touring, and then between the tours we'd basically just be taking more time off and writing music, which sounds incredible, but you have to like make money and like, take a break and breathe for a little bit here and there. So we were like nervous at how much time we were going to be spending on the album, and if we were going to have enough time to spend on it. But yeah, our process was pretty solid. I mean, I write a lot. Like Skin and Melatonin were written in 2018, immediately after we record or put out
the song Melatonin did not put me to sleep. So I don't know if that was the intention. It should have been maybe called something else.
No, it's the concept of that one is when I was younger, I had really bad insomnia, and like when I would take melatonin, it would give me really bad dreams, and I had weird sleep cycles. And I would like fall asleep in class all the time. I was like second grade, first grade, falling asleep in class, and like teachers were nervous and like, oh, what's going on? Yeah.
One of you remind me to a follow-up question to that, but I have a great follow-up question that I was going to ask earlier. I was going to ask it earlier, and you bring that up, and I have to ask it now. But continue on.
For sure. But the writing cycle. So we got stuff written in 2018. Skin and Melatonin were then recorded those. And then when we were doing 2019, I wrote like 20 demos, and then we took them all in to write the album, and we pared it down to about, I think, maybe 5 or 6 that we were like, yes, these are good. Like, let's take stuff from this song, combine them. And then we kind of just sat down and we wrote some with our producer and like went through some stuff here and there, and kind of crafted the album we really wanted to sit down and spend time on, which was awesome. And some of the guys had more input in places that they normally wouldn't have, because we had like all this time booked off for tours. So we just kind of used that time to bring the guys in and like all be in one solid place collaborating, rather than like on Don't Look at the Moon, we were kind of in and out working jobs and like doing other things and going on tour and stuff like that. So it's pretty nice to have that breathing room.
Nice.
Do you guys take any sort of inspiration from Linkin Park? Because when I listen to the album, there's a lot of digitized intro in between song stuff, and it reminded me of Linkin Park, like just real similar to their style on Hybrid Theory and Reanimation.
Yeah. I mean, I love Linkin Park. I wouldn't say it's like a direct inspiration, but like it was definitely, when we were done with it, sitting back listening, we're like, oh, cool. Like there's like, it snuck its way in there. Like it wasn't an intentional thing, but yeah, it was. We're definitely fans of Hybrid.
It plays into the sci-fi thing real well. Yeah, like when you're listening to get like that mental image of like what's going on in the visuals. I think my favorite part of the album is actually the beginning, where it just says Alias. Tells you what the album is. That shit is dope.
We think of it as like you're hearing the raw, like unprocessed thing in the beginning, and then it puts up the facade. Like that's the word, is like here it is, it's coming. Like this is a Sleepwaker. This is us releasing through our alias, basically.
You know, you mentioned the Linkin Park resemblance, and with both Don't Look at the Moon and the other one, I feel like you guys have this weird like Korn sound. And I mean,
dude, I fucking love Korn.
And who is it? Who's coming up with the scratching of the strings? Someone's okay, man. It shines through. And you also, I don't know if you write I mean, you said you guys wrote lyrics throughout the year. Do you take part in the lyric writing as well?
Yeah. So Hunter and I split that up a lot.
Cool.
He did Serenity, 110 Minutes, and Distance, and then we just kind of like work back and forth. I love that. There. Like it's just like.
You get different perspectives and different feels, man. I love that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then sometimes, a lot of the time, actually, I write the songs, like I write the instrumentals, and then I kind of have a concept in mind for the lyrics, and I'll just put them all out, and then he comes in after, and then like takes that bass that I have and like kind of adds his own flair to it, or we mix up stuff. And there's some songs where it's me, some songs where it's pure him, that kind of deal.
Who's ever in charge of like you guys will have a part where there's a musical break and someone will talk. Or I'm assuming it's him because he's the vocalist, but he talks and it sounds like Jonathan Davis, like doing some weird shit from, Breaking Away or something from back in the day on the Issues album. Like it reminded me of that, and the way that the music, you guys do the string scratching and all that. And I was like, man, this kind of sounds like Korn. Like if Korn decided to get into nu metal, or metalcore, this is what it would be right here. So
dude, thank you.
You guys are harnessing the 2000s fucking. Oh yes, give it to me.
I appreciate it, dude. 2000s is definitely the era I aim for. We were talking about like melancholy, kind of like this isn't shoegaze so much, but this kind of style. I fucking love My Ticket Home. Like their like newest album. Yeah, dude, Flypaper and like Cellophane, dude, those songs are sick. That kind of like stoner rock style, like I love that so much.
Wow. Okay, all right. Learning a lot about you, Frankie. Hey man, you really are, I think, a mastermind of this band. And I mean, to the limits that you're willing to go to.
I can't take all the credit, but
he's going to, and so we're giving you our band beat.
I've given you 88% of it so far, sir. So
I appreciate it.
I really like that Sleepwaker doesn't do clean singing.
Yeah.
I personally, I don't like when bands feel like a need that, like, you know, every band wants to progress and change their sound, and they do it, and it's maybe like they stepped out of their comfort zone, but they really can't sing, and so then it hinders the rest of the album, or it hinders the live performance. When I got through listening to Alias, it's a lot of screaming, maybe some harmonized screaming in some parts, maybe some yelling, never any singing. Like, if I'm an aspiring vocalist and I'm listening to this record, I'm gonna rip my throat apart trying to sing along. Like, vocally, it's relentless, but I dig that. What is like your guys' feelings on vocals like that? Like, would you ever add clean singing to this project?
I mean, in Skin, we have that clean chorus, but we do have some it usually resolves in some sort of screaming or pitch yell or something like that. We're kind of like easing our way, I think, into something. I'm always open to it. I'm never not going to do it. But if we're going to do it, it's going to be something that we can easily perform and easily pull off. I think on this album, we had some parts that are like, we were a little ambitious on like what we were doing, but it's stuff that we can still do live. Like, it's not like you're saying, we're not like Mariah, what's that singer? Yeah, Mariah Carey. Yeah. So it's not like we're doing some insane, like crazy stuff. We're not trying to be slaves or anything. But
the way you guys like knock out the hooks with the screaming, that's, I don't want to say harmonized. It's just it's kind of like
pitch yell kind of thing.
Yeah, it reminded me a little bit of the way that This or the Apocalypse used to do their hooks.
Okay. Yeah.
Or I would find a little bit of reminiscent of this band, The Air I Breathe. I don't think they're even around anymore.
They just came back, didn't they? Or
they have like a return song or something. But their album, I heard like the way that they're kind of relentless in the heaviness. It was kind of similar. But other than that, it's hard to compare you guys to a lot of other bands. It's just the style.
We talked about the heavier bands needing to be unique to find kind of their home, right? And that's something that's not unique within the metalcore scene, is the clean singing. Clean singers are a dime a fucking dozen, or bands with that style now. And it's really hard to have someone I can't think of anybody outside of like Invent Animate and Era, Kingdom of Giants. Like, the main acts have the clean singing screaming down right now. But when you look at like Alpha Wolf, or you look at and Alpha Wolf did something I really liked. They had a track where like a girl sang the clean singing parts on the album, and it was pretty good, And I think that's something that you can do it in a unique way, And I like that you guys are like, we're tiptoeing it a little bit, because you can't. It's hard. It's hard to get a good clean singer nowadays, and not everybody's Devil Wears Prada 2007. Like, it's not how it works. Sorry, guys. It's just,
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely. I think the next album we're gonna play with it a bit more, and we're gonna see where it goes.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm not opposed.
Are you inclined to like singing? Are you gonna be the one? Be the one attempting?
I mean, I want it to be you now.
If we're gonna do it, it's gonna be shoegaze. You know it. Like,
yeah, okay.
I mean, I do have a lot of vocal parts on the album, but
okay. So you are providing some.
Our song "Bitter." There's like the inner part of it is me, and then there's like the Cold Moon. That song is me. We have a lot of parts where I kind of interject, like Hunter and I go back and forth and stuff like that.
Nice.
Come over and I'll show you. I'll show you the stream. If I send it to you, I'll have the unified.
I gotta do is put me on the presser. Email my guy. Hey, the 2 email links that need the pre-copy stream. Whatever. That's all. It's a sentence, really. I can write it up for you right now if you like me to. I'll send it to you. Would you like that?
I got a
please
stupid
include
question.
my lowly co-host.
Yeah.
Ryan. He needs.
Lonely?
He needs.
Aren't you like getting
lowly.
married?
I said lowly.
Oh,
co-host.
lowly, because you're not high.
He needs. What's the Robin Hood? Can I get some crumbs, sir? Can I get some?
Yeah.
I need some crumbs. I need some.
Crumb.
I need to wet my whistle over here, man. Come on, you gotta give me something. I can't wait for Fridays.
Yeah, he can't be the guy in our email and emailing UNFD going
Hey, guys.
can I get the album early?
I
actually left him a voice message humming every song to him, so I don't know how.
Yeah, okay.
I'm fucking interviewing the guy over here, and I'm like, you know what's a good track? Tongues. I like it.
Oh, dude,
like
dude, that's one of my favorites off of that album. Not gonna lie.
Oh, it's one of your best tracks. I mean, I'm surprised.
Thank you.
It's a great.
I fucking love playing that song because I can just go off on the drums live, and the guys are like, man, I don't know if we want to play this song next or when the album comes out, we should stop playing this one. I'm like, dude, this song fucking rips. I love that song.
And this might just be me, but no band ever makes a banger title track. Like I always feel like title tracks are like the fucking this is the track we have to put on the album, so we'll just whatever, right? Lost in Dreams, son. Listen,
Son.
You guys, I imagine that's like you probably don't close with it, but that is such a powerful fucking closing. Like, I feel like that would be a epic closer for a set list.
I don't know if the guys really remember how to play that album, honestly.
Oh
like I think bitter, yes, you know how to play that one. Paranoia, we could probably rip that one out. But like, yeah, I don't think we played Lost in Dreams a lot when we were like a younger band, but we haven't really played it that often. Dude, we got it. Every time we've toured with a band, they're like, "Are you guys playing Lost in Dreams?"
Yes, dude. It has that just epic bill. It has that nice little over the hill kind of fucking layout. Like, and it's
I mean, I can't speak to it because I wrote it, but I mean, you can speak to whether or not we killed it with or hit the mark with our current title track, our new album. But
I dig it. If there was a Wax song on the album, I would have already called it out or been like, I don't think you needed this one. No,
I'm more of a
dude,
I like the earlier stuff.
I'm gonna call myself out on this one. Breathing on Don't Look at the Moon. That one was whack. We shouldn't have done that one. But
really?
I don't know. It's a fun song. It's cool. It's just too slow to play live. It doesn't translate live that well, and it's like it. Okay, I'll take that back. I like that song. I'm glad we wrote it. I wish we put it somewhere else on the album. I wish it didn't close out the album. That's why I have some disdain for it right now.
I can see that, dude. It's nothing. Hey, there's a band that we've interviewed on here before that closed out their album with, and I'm not gonna call you out, but this is a lazy fucking move, and I'm talking about you. But you guys decided to close out an anticipated album with a fucking like thunderstorm in the distance. Eat my ass. It was like 2 minutes and 44 seconds of a thunderstorm and like some lightning crashing, and that's how you're gonna close out. What is this, a Garth
Brooks record?
That's how you're gonna close out Challenger, Memphis Mayfire. All right, I said it. I said it.
Oh man,
I said it. How like, come on, guys. Come on.
He's definitely not going to send me that.
I said it, dude. Now. Challenger, and you already have an interlude in the album. You're shorting us 2 tracks. It says 12 tracks. Give me 12 tracks. Don't give me 10.
I got a really stupid question. Does Sleepwaker get mistaken for an Australian band because you signed to Unified?
Yes. Nick Nocturnal was on the Unified stream recently, and they were like, "What's your favorite Australian band?"
Yes.
I really like Sleepwaker.
Yes.
Like, oh, dude.
Come on.
The worst part, I think he's talked to our vocalist a couple times, and we mentioned like, we're in Michigan and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh,
nothing awesome.
I mean, dude, that guy's sick. I love him, but
Unified has such a sick roster, and they're signing like American bands now. They're not just like an Aussie label, but that's what they're known for.
Yeah, absolutely.
That shit's funny to me.
We've gotten it like 2 or 3 times now, but it's not too common.
You should roll with it.
Dude, yeah. We're from Australia. We're sick.
We're from Melbourne.
Yeah, Melbourne.
Dude, we're in Grand Rapids. That's the new Australia.
It's the Melbourne of the U.S. It's the Melbourne of
we got
US.
Hollow Front.
we're like
Hollow
the
Front's
artist
from
Murder
Grand Rapids?
Australia, not Parkway
Yeah,
Drive.
they're well, the guy that gave me donuts earlier, he's their guitar player, our producer.
Okay.
Their bassist lives like literally 5 minutes down the street, and vocalist comes over all the time. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, they're
dude,
sick guys. Yeah.
You know, hey, I'm still shook that fucking Chiodos is from Flint. They're from a tough part of town. Dude.
Yeah.
They're from Chiodos is from a tough part of town.
Must be something in the water there.
Yeah.
They don't have any water. They don't have any water.
No,
I'm pretty sure it's not funny. It's not funny because they literally don't have any water.
I don't want to put this out there and be wrong, but I think they might be from, because like my mom's from the Flint area, but it's like right above Flint. I don't remember what it's called.
They're not even really from Flint.
Warren?
It's like almost no. It's my mom's hometown. I should remember it. But either way, they're from like right around that area. But yeah, they could be from Flint, but
their biography says from Flint.
Okay,
no band is ever from there.
It does.
Yeah.
Sleepwaker's not even from Grand Rapids. They're probably from down the street.
You guys got Anthony Kiedis. Anthony Kiedis from Grand Rapids.
Yeah. He is. Yeah. My first concert ever was Red Hot Chili Peppers.
Yes, it was.
Downtown Van Andel Arena, Grand Rapids, and he shouted it out. And I was like, damn, I'm from Grand Rapids. Like 10-year-old, or no,
this is rad, bro.
9-year-old me was like, whoa, I live there, dude. We're there right now.
Grand Rapids.
Oh my God.
Fucking got Grand Rapids on your arm. It's my first tattoo.
All right. So we saved the 3 most important questions of the interview for last.
Actually, real quick. I haven't heard your top three songs.
Oh, my top 3 songs?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Serenity, Melatonin, and what is something Veins?
Synthetic Veins.
Synthetic Veins. I'm gonna go with that.
Okay. Cool.
Now I could probably have a completely different top 3 by the end of the weekend, that's the one I got after today.
Awesome.
But I dig the shit. I've been telling everyone July 23rd, y'all better be ready to stream this shit. It's a fire album. If it was whack, we would have had a way shorter episode.
I want to hear
my 3 favorite.
Whack.
My 3 favorite are Lost in Dreams, Broken Teeth. I gotta have a third.
All the ones that are released.
I'll say Tongues.
Okay, sick. I'll take that to the guys because it'll get them to play it live.
I'll tweet you my favorite 3 when the album comes out.
All right, yeah, definitely do that.
And I'll also tweet you when I get my name on the presser to let you guys know that everybody
Yeah.
else is going to send me advance
You'll get the next album.
Hey, Frankie. Oh, man, Matt finally fucking promoted me, bro. I'm so happy.
Yeah.
And when you guys go on tour, I'll make sure that the guest lists under my name, and then Brian's like, oh, but he's stuck outside.
I'm the plus one.
Wait, you had a point to bring up when we were talking about
follow-up question. Yes, here you go.
That's right.
Are you ready?
Why'd you remind me?
Anybody in the band suffer from sleep paralysis ever?
Oh yeah. Me and the vocalist.
You had insomnia, right? So you probably did.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
That's actually that goes back to the name of the band.
I fucking knew it. That's why I brought it up.
Hunter and I were kind of talking about names and stuff like that. We've been in bands. I met him when I was 12, and then we've been in bands ever since. Pretty much.
Nice. That's awesome.
Like 11, 10 years at this point. But we were in like failed band after failed band, and like obviously going through like middle school, high school, blah blah blah, and but basically we split up one time, got into different bands, and then both of them kind of fell apart. But I took one of the members from that band, and then we were like sitting down in my parents' basement. We're like, what should we name this band? Like, what do we name it? And I had Sleepwaker kind of in the back pocket for
tucked
a little
away.
Bit. Like that's a cool name. Like, yeah. Because I looked up Sleepwalker and there were like 50 other bands named that. So I was like, can't do that. So just take the L away. It's cool.
Not taking no L's in here.
Yeah, no. So basically we just like talked about how we both had insomnia, we both had sleep paralysis. We were actually talking about sleep paralysis and like
terrifying, man. Dude, terrifying.
Don't Look at the Moon. How the songs are in order. Like 1, 2, 3. Well, they're out of order, but you know what I mean.
Yeah. That's right. Yeah, you labeled them 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Yeah. So that's actually like it's going in order of like it's a concept basically where it's one is you like falling asleep and like entering into like your sleep paralysis, and then two is like you experiencing the sleep paralysis and having this thing like on you and like you're seeing it in your room, and and then the last one is like is you being like dragged down into the nightmare kind of deal. So that's what that is. It's,
that
sleep
makes
paralysis.
so much sense, dude. This is for another show for sure, but sleep paralysis is, and I was just like, man, it's because that's what that sound is. That sound is like not being able to move. That sound is like that crippling, like, what's the shadow? What is that? Why like that? Why can't I move? Like that's what the sound of the band is. It's a chaos.
Dude, that Don't Look at the Moon, the title track of the album, that intro, like the like that, that's what it's meant to be. It's meant to be like the sound of like you sitting there. Like we had a whole music video idea planned out and all this stuff, and then it just kind of, money.
I can already see it, though, dude. I can already see it. It's good. Yeah.
Maybe in the 10 year.
Hey, follow-up questions work, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah, there we go.
Right,
brilliant. All right, 3 most important questions of the entire podcast. Number 1, what is your favorite theme park?
Michigan Adventure. 2 parks for the price of 1.
That?
It's so it's like Six Flags or not. Okay, water park and like a theme park mixed together, and like there's like it's like split down the middle, and you've got like the water park side and the theme park side. Have you ever heard of it's in Ohio,
Cedar Point?
Yes, Cedar Point.
That's the answer I was looking for based on your geographical location.
Oh yeah, no, I do not like Cedar Point because so actually I went to Michigan Adventure when I was really little. Super stoked to go there. Blah blah blah. First roller coaster I rode, threw up, and then the next roller coaster I rode, and I hadn't eaten anything by that point. So next roller coaster I rode, threw up, and they asked me to not ride any more roller coasters. So I was like, I just get motion sick and I throw up when I ride a roller coaster. So I still do. So I can't ride them. But Michigan Adventure has like one side of it is all water park. So I can just go in and hang out in the water park area. And like you can walk in and out, and it's no extra charge. It's not a different price or anything. It's literally connected. Cool. So it's like it's like Cedar Point. You walk in.
So you can go on roller coasters soaking wet.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, like Cedar Point, we went in, and you have to pay like an extra $50 to go to the water park area. So I was always upset because my friends didn't want to pay the extra to go there because they wanted to ride roller coasters.
How dare they?
So, yeah, so it's got to be Michigan Adventure for sure.
All right, fair enough. The second question, Brian, you contributed this question today. I hope you have it worded right.
Are you talking about my superpower?
City Hall.
All right, so this is a good one for you.
Oh God, say it correctly.
100 years in the future. This is the time that we're living in.
Oh fuck!
They've been able to genetically synthesize superpowers for people, but with social norms progressing, it's become this thing where like, you show up to City Hall, you pick a superpower from the list, and that's your superpower, right? Mm-hmm. There's one day a year everybody gets to go down to City Hall, fuck off, and get their superpowers, whatever they want, right? There's a select amount of superpowers. You on that day sleep in a little too late and miss your alarm, and you show up to City Hall late, and you happen to be the second to last person in line. So Frankie, I ask you, which superpower of these following 2 are you going to take? The first.
So this is a Pokemon question.
What? We'll get to the I don't know the Pokemon question, but you can pose it at the end. But yes, okay.
Yeah, go ahead.
The 2 superpowers that are left that you get to choose from and have are the first one, the ability to manipulate and control, not create, but manipulate and control fire. However, you are bound to a wheelchair from that day forward because that's your new superpower. Second, you have the ability to manipulate and control milk. Which superpower are you choosing?
But I'm not in a wheelchair?
No, you get to do whatever you want. But only milk. Only milk. Can't create it. Milk. You can only manipulate it.
So you're either the Human Torch or your milkman.
Yeah, well, a Human Torch in a wheelchair.
I mean, but you're still the Human Torch. You can still just do whatever you want with fire.
We don't discriminate.
It's a pretty. Yeah. Hey, we hire people with disabilities.
Yeah,
we hire anybody here.
Look at Brian.
Literally.
Look at him. Just look at him.
Look at me.
I hate milk, so
I'd probably do milk, honestly.
Yeah.
I hate milk.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I'm going.
Like, I'd rather be a milk bender than
a milk bender.
Yeah, than a fire bender in a wheelchair, I guess.
Shout out to James Hahn. Hold on real quick. Shout out to James Hahn from Adornment Tattoo in Palm Springs. I don't know if he works there anymore, but I was getting my leg tattooed by him a couple years ago, and he posed that question.
Is that the place where you got
I
sepsis?
was like, no. Okay, well, all right. And so he asked me that question, and I was like, that's a fucking great question to ask, man. That's a fucking great like icebreaker party question to ask and get people talking. And so
yeah.
Appreciate you doing that.
I asked several people that question. Everyone replied back, Human Torch, I fucking hate milk. No one wanted to be the milkman.
I mean, I think if you're trying to be,
you could rage hell on lactose intolerant people, though.
Well, dude, but like milk is just like a denser water, though. Like if you're like looking at Avatar: The Last Airbender, like water bending and everything, you could basically just do that if you have milk around.
Avatar, I'm thinking X-Men. I'm trying to be Magneto, bro, and I'm thinking manipulating
Magneto
milk
with fire.
No, like if I'm going to manipulate milk, what I'm going to do is I'm going to hurl entire cows at you because they got milk in their udders.
Yeah, that's the other thing. You could definitely do. Yeah.
Throwing whole cows, boom.
But then you'd have PETA. But then you'd have PETA on your ass every time you get in a fight.
Too bad. They're gonna drown in milk.
Strawberry
milk.
I would just anybody goes to like take their first bite of cereal, you know, that big ass mound. Like you just got that first. You just You just got that first layer like right under the milk, right? And you fucking just scoop it, dude. And you got it, and it's like fucking Fruity Pebbles, so it's just a massive mound. And you're about to put it in their mouth. I just curdle the milk. I'd be like, yeah. And I'd curdle it, and they fucking
just give them a mouthful of milk. Too much milk for the cereal,
or make it, or like solidify it like cement, so it's fucking bite into like. I just ruin it for them. I'd be like, oh, sorry.
When you first read the question, I thought when you said manipulate milk, like you had the power to turn it to like chocolate or strawberry milk or whatever, and I was like, I'm Nesquik man.
I mean,
I feel like if you. Yeah, you have syrup. You can just you can put the syrup in like a puddle of milk and like mix it up in the air and just like throw it in your mouth or something. Or
I guess I don't know. Pretty shitty superpowers. All right, most important.
Well, yeah, you woke up late, dude. I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah. The Pokemon thing.
What's the Pokemon question?
Yeah. So it's like in the old TV show, Ash wakes up late. And you've got like the 3 starter Pokemon you can pick from: the water, grass, fire. He goes there and he gets Pikachu because he woke up late and all the other ones were taken. So like that's why I was like, oh, it's like Pokemon. Yeah.
I should have known that because I played the damn game.
Yeah, I took forever to choose, so I was like, oh, great. Now I'm gonna take forever to choose this one. But yeah, milk, absolutely.
This is the most important question we ask our guests. It's actually Brian won his essay won a prize with President Obama for this question. If each of your 5 fingers were condiments / sauces, what would they be? So you have 5 fingers, 5, not 10, just 5 fingers. They shoot out sauce. Ketchup, mustard, tartar sauce, Worcestershire sauce, whatever the hell you want. But you only get 5 because your next hand is going to be the same 5.
Okay.
For the rest of your life.
Eel sauce, for sure.
Oh, man. Whoa.
Yeah,
whoa. Time out.
Are we going to the horns? Are we going to fucking revolving
sushi? We have never got an eel sauce on this quote. That first out the gate, he said eel sauce.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Frankie Mish is a classy motherfucker.
It's like a teriyaki almost. It's like a teriyaki with like some extra soy in it or something.
When I eat eel sauce, I just imagine a guy in the back with an eel just going wringing it out into the little dispenser.
Yeah. I mean, I'd probably have to say eel sauce. You know what? General Tso's, because I cook with it all the time.
Okay, I see what theme we're going.
Yeah.
Some spicy mayo, some wasabi, some sriracha.
Honestly, I gotta think these through. I might take back the General Tso's if I can.
Dang.
I might take that back. I'm gonna take it back for what's the Not the McDonald's one, but the one Szechuan sauce. Yeah, spicy Szechuan sauce. There we go. I'll sub that for the.
What about the yum yum sauce at Benihana?
That was it. That was that one. That was that one.
Did we just become best friends?
And then I mean, because so I eat like a ton. I make a ton of like I make sushi at home, and I make like lo mein and like all these other things, and like stir fry. I make that all the time. So that's got to be like my main cooking one. So all of those, probably soy sauce in there.
Wow.
And then I'm gonna have to say mayo for the last one, because like if you're gonna have a sandwich, if you're gonna have anything
salty
else,
based sauce,
that's like
sauce serving.
You should just keep up with the theme and just make it the like whatever. What is the spicy wasabi mayo?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be fun.
I'm replacing one of my famous ones. I'm replacing the Chick-fil-A sauce coming out of my thumb over here, probably for this Chipotle raspberry.
Actually, they renamed that into homophobic sauce. That's called homophobic sauce.
Oh, it's the ooze.
So I didn't get to mention it earlier. Our vocalist has a theme song when we drive past a Chick-fil-A.
What is
it? Chick-fil-A, they got good chicken, but they hate the gays.
Chick-fil-A, they got good chicken, but they hate the gays. Hey, Chick-fil-A, they got good chicken, but they hate.
Exactly.
I don't ever want to see you do that dance again. What are you, Miz? Jesus. Oh my God. Be looking for a new co-host next week.
But yeah, that's it. That's it. I'm probably gonna stick with mayo.
Hey, I'm getting my battery for my laptops.
Nobody cares. I think that they should start a restaurant called Chick-fil Gay and only hire gay people. Because there's no reason that delicious chicken should be exclusive to rednecks and pickup truck drivers.
Yeah, exactly.
Delicious chicken's for everyone, really.
Yeah, and like the Karens.
Oh my God, Karens. That's become a verb for me now. I'll go full Karen on this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Totally. Drove through somewhere the other day. They forgot my quesadilla. Had to call them up and go full Karen.
I don't know if I've ever... I mean, I did. I've gone Karen on like one person, I think. And it was a guy that was working on the band van for a tour, and he's replacing the brakes.
God.
He took 4 days to replace the brakes, and was like trying to get me to pay full cost and everything. And I was like, "What?"
I had a guy replace head gaskets overnight one time in a tour van, so I don't want to hear that about brakes.
Exactly. Like, it's fucking ridiculous.
Bullshit. I mean, we had to bribe him like $3,000 in a guitar, but he did it. But I mean, brakes are fucking brakes. You can get those.
Exactly.
Going down to Midas or Meineke or something.
Honestly, like I could have done them at that point. Like, it was. I went there purely out of convenience. Like,
that's insane.
Yeah, but
these brake pads are worn. They're just Kotex pads on the tire. Brian's still not there. Just straight dead. Well, the album Alias is coming out July 23rd. I'm going to be on the lookout for that. Where in the meantime can we find you? Do you Twitch stream? Do you play video games? Do you have an OnlyFans?
I mean, you could probably keep an eye out for the potential of that zombies thing I was thinking of. I don't know. I don't want to give too much away because I don't
insurrection.
Want someone to take it. No, like the Call of Duty thing or whatever. Playing.
Oh yeah, totally stealing your idea.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, doing that this weekend.
Yeah. But I mean, I Sleepwaker Band on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter and everything. I'm not. I don't really do too much. I'm pretty quiet on the internet. Like I said, my alias is Sleepwaker. So like when I release things, I put it out through that or my like design company if I'm doing anything. But
let's real quick dabble with who did you just collab with? We think it's a big deal.
I just did some stuff with Wiz Khalifa.
Oh baby, that's what's up.
Taylor
Gang.
That's a big deal.
Taylor Gang. But it's pretty sick. I can't show anything yet, but I'm stoked.
Yeah.
I doubt you can announce anything. Maybe you can at least lie to us. Any upcoming tours for 2021, or you going out with a Puddle of Mud or something?
we
playing with Korn and Stained or what? What do we got?
Yeah, the Korn tour. Yeah, we're on that direct support.
Direct support, outside.
We're co-headlining
In the parking lot.
But yeah, no, not right now. Nothing I can really give away. We do have a show with Victims in Chicago on July 10th. And we have a couple shows that we're trying to book ourselves further out in the year, and that's going to kind of be our like pseudo release show, even though it'll be like 6 months late. But
it's all right.
Better late than never.
Absolutely.
We're just thankful for the shit at this point.
Yeah, we've had some cool shit coming up, but it keeps getting canceled because
that tends to happen.
Yeah, so we'll see. But I don't want to give too much away and then have none of it happen.
I'm looking forward to it. If there's a Sleepwaker tour for 2021, it's going to be dope. I can only imagine the other badass acts you guys would be aligned with. So that's something that I think everyone should be checking social media for. Brian, where can they find you besides the bowling alley?
Bowling alley eating some
I was gonna say something awful like suck a dick for coke, but it didn't even really go with anything, so I just let it sit.
I was gonna also mention coke. I was gonna say sitting at the bowling alley eating chicken tenders, doing rails.
Yeah, because there's nothing else to do at the bowling alley.
I mean, you bowl for a couple hours.
No one does that there.
You can maybe fuck some kids up on like some fucking arcades or some shit. But
I'm really glad that sentence had a second half.
What?
Anyways,
you can find me at Brian of Death on Instagram and Twitter as always, and then you can find my podcast, the Common Chaos Podcast, at The Common Chaos on Instagram, Twitter, and commonchaos.net. Matt, what do we got in store for him next week, my guy? What do we got going on?
Next week we got more heaviness, more heavy, brutal bands. We have Body Snatcher on the show.
Oh, dude, that'll be sick.
It's gonna be sweet. We're probably gonna talk about snatching bodies and Florida Man. They're from Florida, so let's give them a lot of shit.
Speaking of body snatching and Florida, I got someone I gotta do some stuff with, and I might need to dispose of some things. And I was hoping maybe we could connect with them a little bit sooner than next Friday, if you know what I mean.
Oh yeah, totally.
Okay,
yeah,
cool.
I'm sure. Yeah.
Definitely, awesome. Definitely. Great.
You can find me on Instagram at iHateTheScene. You can check me out on Twitter at this Twitter handle right here. It's very vital you follow me. IH8TE the scene, because some dumb son of a bitch stole their Twitter handle.
Blake Shelton, I know I wished you a happy birthday.
Oh my God. It's not Blake
listen.
Shelton.
Who is it then, man? Who is it then? You know
what?
I try to add a positive.
It's not Blake Shelton. It's not Gavin Rossdale. It's the maid that Gavin Rossdale banged. It wasn't bad enough that you had to break up the marriage, but now you're trying to steal her Twitter handle. It's terrible. Hate him. You can also stream us every single Friday night at 11 o'clock Eastern, 10 Central for us, 8 o'clock Pacific on the West Coast. You can catch us twitch.tv/iHateTheScene, facebook.com/iHateTheScene, and the most important one, okay? My kids are hungry. They need to eat. We're starving. We monetize this shit. YouTube.com/c/iHateTheScene. Okay. If you don't rate, review, subscribe, my kids ain't gonna eat. Okay. I swear. I'll go live and I will starve them out. It'll be the opposite of a telethon.
Starve them right to death. It won't be a telethon.
I'll only give them half the vaccine. I won't even give them the second shot. I need donations now.
they get one prick.
Fuck Jerry's kids. I got my kids. Oh, okay. Too far. We're probably getting sick.
Yeah, we're getting.
Thanks to everyone tuning in. Johnny Hex, Jordan Tupper, Bitter Rose. I think Worcester Tribute Nudes were on here for 5 seconds.
Frankie, thank you for coming on.
Joining us.
Dude, absolutely. Thank you for having me, guys.
Badass album, dude.
Dude, no problem at all. I'm stoked you like it.
I definitely enjoy it. I will be picking that up on the 23rd. Any last words, gentlemen?
I got nothing, man. Make sure to stick around for some tea and crumpets, Frankie, after the show. I know that we're in America, but we like to, send our well wishes to the family over on the other side of the pond.
Big old wieners. Big wieners.
I knew I was fucked.